Chilling here on my day off today, Sunday, and didn't really have any plans today, so I think I'm just gonna show you guys a little bit of what I do on my day off. Oh, this is cool. Package came today from my mommy, care package, so that's awesome. I'm gonna bust that bad boy open in a little bit. But yeah, let's come in here. Shoes the kitchen. I've got my laundry going today. Making some cool sounds. That sounds like vomiting. Very appealing. Anyway, a little short on groceries today, so I'm gonna go hit up the market in a second. But I think I'm gonna show you guys a little something here in the kitchen. A little bit of what I've been doing lately to keep myself alive, and I'll show you guys a little cool little recipe that I learned how to make. And the first step to making it is making the rice. So let's start making rice. So here in my little nook or pantry zone, I have my bag of rice here, just sitting, my rice cooker. Boom. Grab my rice. And I need my little scoopy scoop. So, have the rice bowl and the rice bag. Some good ass rice right here, guys. High quality stuff. So I gotta grab the bag here like this. Look inside. Gonna reach in there with this little cup and get a whole scoop like that. Stick it in there. Dump it out. One. Go back in there. Get in there nice and deep. Really get in there. Alright. Got one more scoop. Throw it in there. 2 scoops of rice. And this bag actually goes pretty fast because I make rice all the time. Which I know is not healthy rice or whatever, it's white rice, but it's cheaper and I like the taste. Sorry, the fun step, we get to wash the rice. And basically what I do, or what I've started doing, is just throwing some water up in there like so. Boom. And then immediately dumping out a bunch of it without stirring. Now, for centuries they have argued the correct methods for washing rice, and there are many. And I'm sure everyone has their own way, but I've just started doing it like this. So dump it all out like that. And then, this is going to be hard holding the camera, but just start stirring all of it around like this with a little bit of water left in there. Generally, you would give it a very strong stir to get some of that surface dust off and all that starch or whatever. Oh shit. So yeah. So you got some of it washed off. Then you go quickly back in here into the sink. Then dump that water out. Oops, sorry. And you get all that nasty ass, funky ass whiteness coming off. And drizzle it out slowly. Drizzle that stuff out slowly. Try not to get any rice out while you're dumping it. Oh. And this is really hard with one hand. But so yeah, that's the step to cleaning it. And now let's do it about 3 or 4 more times. Now comes the worst part, or the hardest part of the rice cooking process here in Japan, and that is letting the rice sit in the water like that So I'm gonna let it sit here in my kitchen for about an hour. Technically, I guess you don't have to do this. Like, it's not super necessary, but you know, there's some reason for it. And I read that they do this here in Japan and it makes the rice taste better. And I think it does, maybe. So I'm letting it sit for an hour. It's gonna marinate in its own little waters. And I'm gonna go to the groceries and get some crap, and I'll come back and maybe the rice will be a little more on its way. Just got back from the market and threw all my clothes up on my rack here. Check it out. My dryer, hard at work. Maybe I'll show you guys a little bit around, or give you a view of my apartment from here. It's a little different from the last time I showed you guys. All these shelves are filled with stuff, and yep, everything, all my clothes are there, and my bed is a hot mess. This is my table, oh crap. There's no method to the madness here. I just kind of got lazy and threw everything on there. Here's the closet, now full of clothes, suits, my dirty clothes there. Yeah, so this place is a little more filled out. Okay, so anyway, here's my grocery haul. There's a couple essential things I usually always get. I usually always get some of these like mushroom thingies, and I always usually get these. They're like dirt cheap, and they go good with everything. Eggs always gotta have. Tofu, I usually have a packet of this stuff. Super dirt cheap. And then yeah, some other stuff. Avocado, actually, they had it on sale, so I figured I'd buy it. 99 cents. What? Or 99 yen rather. Some seaweeds, a bunch of fish. Yeah, you know, like tuna, salmon, and some pork. And this fish, I'm not sure what it is, but it looked good, so I bought it. And yeah, just a bunch of fish. And some sausages here, some breakfast sausages, super cheap. And let's look inside my fridge here. Oh, yeah. So the story behind this thingy, if you can hear, watch, listen again. So, one of my friends here got me this little thing. It's like a little fridge pet animal. And it knows when you open the door and it makes noises. And it knows when you don't close it, so it'll make more noise. Watch. See, it just yells at you in Japanese. So, kind of a cool little thing. Anyway, yeah, here's my little veggie drawer. Oh, hey. This guy right here is the world's greatest cucumber, I think, for obvious reasons. I think there's a reason why they don't sell these in markets. I actually got those from some people who we met, and they grow their own vegetables. So that was a little gift. Oh God, shut up! So yeah, big shout out to Salad Bowl, Yamanashi. If you ever come out here, Yamanashi, go eat at Salad Bowl. And then I got a little bag of radishes or whatever. So I'm gonna close it so he shuts up. Letting it sit for an hour. Now I'm gonna throw it in my rice cooker. Here she is. Pop her open. Stick it on in there. So I think after you let it sit, the rice kind of gets like a little fluffier. And yeah, maybe it affects the texture of it. But anyway, so how I normally do this is there's no outlet here in the kitchen, so I'll just like extend this thing out, and then I'll set it down here on the floor, right in front of my fridge, like that. This is makeshift, alright? And the nearest outlet is here. So I'm gonna stick it like that, good. And yep, my rice cooks down here. Okay, so rice just got done. Boom. I'll let that, or I unplugged it, and I'm just gonna kind of let it sit up here for a little bit. And we're gonna get started on the other components. So what we need is saran wrap. Boom. And of course, salmon. And we also need the seaweed paper, nori. So turn on that oven, get it all prepped, got it on high, 3, and I'm just gonna get one of these bad boys fired up. Ow. So you got your rice, and whew, steamy. Take a scoop of it. Just plop it right there on the plastico, like such, and we're gonna let that finish. Oh, it's gonna look tasty. So now the salmon's done. Kind of got it in little pieces here. Just sort of cut it up, and be careful with the bones. You know, they're ever present. Anyway, so if you have a nice little chunk of salmon meat here, you can just sort of, hold on, yeah, scoop it up. Now technically you can put anything in there, like just whatever you feel like throwing in there. If you think it'll taste good, just throw it in. So you got your salmon meat right there in the middle, and then what you're gonna do, set the camera down like so. Just take it, this saran wrap, fold it like that. Get a nice ball shape like that, I guess. And then once it's like this, you can just mold it how you want it to be. I'm not so pro at molding onigiri yet. Kind of just pat it and get it all nice and flat, I guess, like that. Woohoo! Yay! Take one of your sheets of seaweed like that. Open it back up when it is in the desired shape. And then sort of just wrap it. Pick it up and throw the seaweed around it like that. And it looks kind of crappy. But yeah, set it down like back in the wrapper. And then put your plastic back on it. And then let it get all moist. Let it get moist. Because the seaweed's kind of dry, you know, so yeah. So yeah, then by the end you have two totally different looking sandwiches. The first one kind of crappy, this one's okay. I don't know. Still getting the hang of it, but yeah. This will be my lunch today. Just gotta be careful, it's freaking bones everywhere. Don't choke!